Our top stories tonight, the weather. Here's a live look from one of our tower cams. You can see that rain is moving through over the past couple of hours. Tornado watch in effect for parts of our southeast area. Let's though talk with Chief Meteorologist Tim Deegan, and you told us this was going to be this way today.
Here comes round two, Jeannie. In fact, I should probably say some of us have already had round two. As we take a look at tornado watch, though, this also means this is not all just a bad news story. For instance, if with confidence, and we're developing confidence now, if with confidence we know where the storms will be, at least for the next several hours, we can tell you where they won't be. So we're going to focus on the tornado watch. That goes until 11 o'clock tonight, and even over southeastern Georgia. It does not include Charlton, Camden, or Glenn. It does include Brantley, Pierce, and Ware counties. There are not any imminent tornadoes, but we're watching closely these storms between Tallahassee and Valdosta. But again, what about the good news? Well, for those of us in northeastern Florida, we had those scattered storms move through. They did produce some hail along the coastal areas, but they're out of here. And so the atmosphere, in a way, is relaxing, at least for a few hours, over northeastern Florida. So over the next couple of hours, if you have plans for downtown Jacksonville or all the way down at the Clay County Fair, you're good for the next couple of hours. The main threat will be for those of you over southeastern Georgia. So let's take a look. Here's a bigger look. Probably doesn't take me to say, wow, that's the storm. Certainly lots of lightning, and lightning is always dangerous, but we're going to focus on the severe part. Remember, when we talk about severe weather, that's the threat of damaging hail, winds, and/or isolated tornadoes. Now, I've taken out the rain and the lightning so you can look at the strongest portion of the storms. And although the motion is off to the northeast, the storms seem to be weakening as they head to the northeast. That's good news for you folks in Waycross, whereas re-intensifying. That's a pretty intense storm. In fact, yep, this is a new tornado warning. Now, this is well to the west of us, but for those of you traveling on I-10, this is just off to the east and northeast of Tallahassee. But that's the cluster that we will be watching for those of you in the Waycross area. So I'm not saying you're going to be under a tornado warning, but that cluster will be getting into Ware County at about 7:30. We'll take you beyond 7:30 in just a few moments.
Thank you, Tim. We have an update.